Showtime. We're back on him. We're talking about the king of YouTube, the king of Yap, king that I absolutely love and I absolutely adore, Moist Critical. So, what's happening with him this time? What's going on with his life, his shenanigans? I need a haircut. So, Moist Critical is suing the U.S. transportation system, more specifically the immigration system, because of one very big issue. And he's been having this issue for a long time, and it actually costed him his esports team, which is the Moist Esports team. They're a very good Apex team, and some of the best in the world, some of the best players in the world, with some of the best rankings in the world, right? The team is an international team, so they have to fly into the US. The issue is that immigration, for some reason, always denies them. And it's not the case where they're doing something illegal. No, they're just flying in under the corporation to play at an esport Apex tournament, to be specific. And even the fucking CEO of EA vouched for them. To put it short, immigration is just like, nuh-uh. And I can imagine how frustrating that would be for one of the best teams in the world to have to disband for them to be allowed to play. They're gonna still play in the tourneys, or they have played in the tourneys within the US, but not under Moist Esports, which is unfortunate because that costed them their name, their brand, and just because of a shitty US legal system, they can't play. There's a lot that goes into this, and a lot that I also don't understand, so please bear with me and give me some leeway if I am getting certain things wrong, because the US immigration system is a absolute fucking nightmare of a process, and you can be instantly denied just because they don't like the way your name sounds. It goes down to that. It's a person-to-person basis. So what's been pretty much going on is that every time the team was supposed to come into the US, it would take stupidly long to try to enter. They would consistently deny them access to the US, and it would just completely, for no fucking reason for the most part. There was claims of shit, but they would never hear from them. They would submit reports, submit everything, and then they just get like a thumbs up as a response. Do you understand how frustrating that must be? You're a professional esport team. You have the CEO of EA. If it wasn't the EA, it was the head designer of fucking Apex, or the head lead of Apex, right? Vouching for you, but you're still being denied because they think you're an illegitimate fucking organization. Like, do you understand how frustrating that must be? And I respect what Charlie did and what the Moist Esports team had done, is that they essentially released all those players so that they can still perform, because there's no reason to hold them back because of a bullshit system that the US has. Once they were off the team, they were allowed in, which makes no sense. And this is my theory. This is not facts. It's not factual. Someone in that tournament is paying off officials to deny them access. How? Why? Well, why would be simple, because they're one of the best teams and they would most definitely win. But how it would be done, how it's being hidden and all that, I can't answer, because again, it's just speculation. Somehow, some way, maybe they're paying off these officials to deny the esports team access to the US. I think it's really unfortunate. Charlie seems to have wholeheartedly invested into this, and for him to be essentially bished around by the US system because fuck you, it's really unfortunate. And again, like, there's no reason for this to have happened. It's quite literally just boiled down to a nuh-uh. Supposedly Charlie said he had his own like idea on it because of his lawyer, and they said it could just be the name Moist. Some people don't like that name, some people don't like that word, so seeing it is just and they could just label it as an illegitimate organization. It's simple as that. I've gone through immigration, and it was very weird because I'm US born. I just did a trip, whatever. I'm born here, but like, I went to France, right? And when you come back from France, you have to obviously go through immigration and all that. They have to check your stuff and like transport, whatever, the transportation, immigration, whatever, for international travel, right? You have to go through that. I remember they separated us within 3 different booths, me, my sister, and my mom. And then they asked me, like, oh, what's your purpose of coming back to the US? I'm like, I'm traveling with my mom. I was like 16 at the time, so I was surprised that they separated me. And they were like, oh, well, do you have any unclaimed, like, any items you would like to declare? I'm like, I didn't know what to declare, so I'm just like, no. And, you know, they're like, oh, well, could you come with us to the separate room? I'm just like, are you fucking serious? And my mom was just like, hold on. And they're like, oh, well, if you try to interfere, we could deny access. And it gets ugly. It's so stupid. Even if you're fucking US born, it's so stupid. Like, I had my passport, I have everything. I'm like, you know, I'm born here, and they just give me a hard time. Whatever, they take apart all they take all my shit out, and they flagged my Switch. They're just like, oh, what? Did you know this was in here? I'm like, yes, that's my Nintendo Switch. I love it. I have it. Where is it? Where is it? This is the oldest Switch you can get. This is the Gen 1 Switch. I haven't used it in a minute. They flagged this. I mean, like, it was in way better condition than it was when it was over there. That was a couple of years ago. I was younger. It's so unnecessary. And I'm just like, they're like, can you turn it on and everything? I'm like, yeah, you know, I even show them the controls worked. Like, I understand it's a security thing, but also at the same time, Like, bro, it's a fucking switch. And these guys are just coming into the US with just like clothes, maybe a couple cases, maybe like a laptop, and they're being completely denied because the organization is considered illegitimate, which makes no sense to me. And he's suing him for essentially like damages because you ruined the brand of the fucking esports. You ruined what they were. You ruined their players. You stepped back the organization tons of money because it costs money to recruit these players. They don't just play for free, obviously. So much money was lost. So much money was involved to get them there. Lawyers, fucking legal fees, processes, all this just for them to be told no on an illegitimate organization. That's stupid. And I hope all goes well for him because he deserves it. Like, he genuinely cares about his esports team. He doesn't make it and then just leave it aside. He cares about it, and it's a very good thing. I want to say this right now, like, if any of you try to be like, oh, you're just clout chasing using his name, no. First, I've been having that issue when I fucking make videos on topics. Fuck off. Like, I'm just trying to make videos, all right? I'm saying this right now. This is just something that's a really big deal, and it's something that I've also kind of been affected by. Not in the sense that he's been. It's just like I've dealt with the bullshit of immigration and fucking entering the U.S. again and all that. Because they've been here before. It's not like it's their first time. They've been there before. They're not U.S. born. I'm pretty sure a majority of them aren't. But a lot of them have been in the U.S. before. So, I don't know. The U.S. transportation system, U.S. Department of, like, Transport and fucking International Travel, whatever the fuck it is, it's really stupid. There's so many bullshit processes, and you could literally just be denied because they don't like the sign of your name. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's not? I don't know. Maybe comment down below about it. Hehe. Comment, subscribe, like, share. I'm sorry. I usually never ask that, but I'd very much appreciate it if you guys didn't watch this far. Also, merch is on the way. Oh, well, merch video on the way. Buy the merch. It's down there. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Just want to say that. Deuces.